Good morning, beautiful people. Okay, to be fair, okay, you know what? I think I need to make myself a little more presentable. So I'm gonna go and do that, and I'll be right back. Okay, now let's try and get this started. Hello, beautiful people. I am the Shazana. I am too loud. I swear too much. I speak too fast. I'm trying to fix that. Yeah, I have been told all these things. So if you don't find any of those things particularly appealing, you don't have to stay. But if you'd like to, you're more than welcome to stay for the storytelling, the randomness, this mission I have, this perpetual mission of trying to lose weight and just listen to me ramble. The rambling goes on a lot, but I'll try not to ramble too much. Okay, so it's been a little hard to balance fitness and health because, especially for me, I tend to have some less than ideal coping mechanisms. Specifically, I like to comfort eat. I like to comfort eat a lot. There's probably way too much cake in this last lockdown. I like cheesecake. I found cheesecake, a carrot cake. You know, I tried a couple of chocolate cakes. Cake's lovely. Food's lovely. And an excess of food is something that I enjoy to comfort myself, even though, you know, the feeling doesn't last. That's cycles, unhealthy eating. What was I getting at? Oh, okay. So, this is what happened. Last year during the first MCO, I coped a little better. You know, everybody was kind of rah, 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 kita jaga kita, we are going to get through this together, community, society, and everything. And this time around I didn't do so well. I had a couple of breakdowns, but that's a story for another day. And it just wasn't great. I am super, super happy that we are finally being a bit more relaxed, allowing people to go out. Businesses are open. I'm still being really particular about where I go and who I meet, and crowds. Oh God, I can't deal with crowds. It makes me angry. But I'm happy to say I have started going back to the gym because we started having real classes instead of online classes. I don't do well with online classes. The brain just doesn't want to participate as well as I could. Like, I just told myself I'll wait till classes started. So classes started, and it's been a little bit of a slow start, but I have worked out more in this last week than I have in the 2 months that we were in lockdown. So, you know, this is by far a better improvement of the situation that was not ideal before. Yeah. On the bright side, I will say the body's an amazing thing. I'm not back to zero. Like, as much and as stupid as my brain tries to tell me, like, oh my God, you might as well give up. You'll never be as fit as you were, and you've lost it, and you screwed up, and your life is over. I don't have a good brain. Everything's okay. I got back to it. No, I don't have the stamina I had like 2 months ago. But yeah, I have to get back on track. And in the spirit of that, I decided after last night's workout to get some stats, because I should have a baseline. I should have a baseline that I can work from to hopefully get to my goals. So, what are my goals? My goals have been the same for like the last 3 years. I'm not even going to beat around the bush. I am not one of those wonderful stories about how I decided to lose 10 kilos and I did it in a whole 2 months or 1 month or even 3 months. I thought I'd be able to be one of those stories. I thought, I'll do this in 3 months, 10 kilos. There's so many easier, plans to follow. I can totally do it. It's been a long 3 months. It turned into 3 years. Clearly, I don't know what I'm doing. But I haven't given up. Okay, and I am still making progress. Progress is made every day through habits, lifestyle, mental development, self-awareness. I'm being kind to myself because life's too short to be perpetually unkind. And God knows that whether I want to or not, I am involuntarily unkind to myself because that is my constant state of being. Again, I don't have the best brain. My brain self-sabotages and it's just really mean to me. It's a lot of work to override my natural crap brain. Anyway, so I went and got my in-body scan to see the damage. Dun 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 dun. Okay. Some damage was done, I'm not gonna lie. Not as bad as I thought. Okay, I gained weight. Let's not beat around the bush. Yes, I gained some weight. Okay? I'm closer to 80 kilos than I am to 70 kilos. I don't like that, but it is what it is. So I'm just gonna deal with that. On the bright side, my baseline that I'm going to refer to with 2021 restart, because January was when things stopped. In March of 2021, I am just shy of 78 kilos. I'm 77.9, but my body fat percentage is about where I guessed. I'm not super happy about it, mind you, but my body fat percentage is 35.2%. I was convinced. I was like, I'm 40% body fat. I know it. How could I let myself go? No, okay, so this is 35% was where I hoped I'd be at worst, and so apparently I am. Okay, I am. It's not great, but it could have been a lot worse. Considering how I ate, I'm surprised it's not worse, but never mind. The in-body scan has shown that I am overweight. Okay, my BMI is on the precipice of going from overweight to obese, but body fat percentage, I'm 3 to 5% body fat percentage away from being within the normal range. Because depending on which body fat percentage measurement you use, apparently the high end that women should be is 30 to 32. I see different scales. Some of them are like 30% body fat is the maximum a woman should be to be in that healthy range, and 32 for some of the others. So I'm like, you know what, if I can hit 30 or 29, 30, then I'm good. That's the maximum body fat range percentage to minimize risk. To get on with it, I'd like to bring that down to 30. So what that translates into is I need to lose 5 to 6 kilos to hit that maximum range. That's not my ultimate goal. I would like to hit 65 kilos because that will put me in between the body fat percentage as well as being on the high end of healthy BMI, meaning that if it works out well enough, I minimize risk of preventable diseases and other health conditions. So it's just statistics. I mean, individual variations matter, and in my case, I did my blood work a few months ago, and my only problem really is cholesterol. So an effort not to pass about because time is passing and I'm not getting any younger and the body is not getting any fitter all on its own. You gotta put in the effort. Fitness is important, food is important. I really need to try to get my head on straight for that. But I have a baseline and I'm proud, and I'm thinking every 2 weeks I should check to see where I am, so at least I know the progress. And part of this is also I need to start tracking my food. But first, I got distracted. Rambling! Okay, so on top of that, I decided anybody who's had to work on physically improving themselves, whether it's because they want to gain muscle or gain fat or lose some muscle, this is a thing, some people do this. Inches. So I actually tracked my inches yesterday so I could see where the damage was. I definitely gained some inches, I'm not going to pretend I didn't, but where I gained the most inches was what got me like, what? How? What? So, I did my calves, my thigh, my waist, forearms, my upper arms, and my backside. And there's a reason why my pants were feeling tighter. Look, last year I did sort of measure myself to sort of see where my measurements were, and anybody who sees me in real life is going to realize that I have a rather large backside, okay? When I was younger, this was a sad thing. Okay, I didn't grow up in the time of Kim Kardashian. I'm living in the peak age of junk in the trunk like era, and I'm grateful for it because this is where a lot of my natural body fat apparently likes to accumulate. So last year, it seemed to range from 43 to 44 inches. Yes, I know that's a lot. That is a lot. But last night, after 2 months lockdown, eating, not really taking care of my intake and weight gain, because, you know, mental health was taking a toll. It's 45.5 inches round, and I was like, what? Well, no wonder my pants are feeling tighter. I gained over 1.5 inches, possibly 2 inches, around my backside. This is impressive. I'm not complaining. There are worse places for one to gain weight. I'm very self-conscious about my chin. I'm very self-conscious about my upper arms. Gosh knows, my waistline. I always feel like, oh my god, I look like I'm pregnant. Okay? So, you know, it accumulated around my ass. I can't complain too much. Lots of women wish they would just had more inches around there. I get it. But, yeah. It's, I'm a few inches away from being 4 feet round. Okay, that's a lot of inches around the backside. Anyway, I did take my inches, so I've got them all here. I will take note of them. I should have dated this. Okay, let's date this. And we will see what it is in a couple of weeks' time. I hope, obviously, that there's some reduction. If there's no reduction, that's still a win, because I'm going to be struggling with food, because I definitely messed up my taste buds a little bit with the sugar and the salt and the indulgent junk food. So having to take a step back and undo that damage is going to take a little while. But yeah. Gotta start. And I have started with the gym. I'm hoping a couple of months from now, as cases start going down more, we started in a couple of clusters because schools were open, but that's a whole other discussion for a whole other time, because I have so many questions about what the hell they were thinking. In any case, numbers go down. Vaccinations go up. Shazana gets to go out with a lot less stress and anxiety. I was already a relatively anxious person before COVID. This has only made it worse. There's no other word for it. I sincerely hope that this will not be my new baseline for anxiety. I have to get some help for this at some point. I think this is a really sad state of affairs. But for now, I am going back to the gym. I'm going to start tracking my food. Maybe I'll do a little thing here about my food. I will hopefully make some progress over the next couple of months. I'm hoping the state of things with COVID and the pandemic will improve and more natural life will go on, okay? But yeah, try to start this here, post this there, yeah. A little bit of sharing what I'm going through, because I can't be the only one who's going through this, okay? Power to the people who got fitter. Power to people who don't have as many food issues, you know, during this whole pandemic. I'm not one of those people. I have been trying for years to improve my health. I am better than where I was. I won't take that credit away from past Shazana. Yay me for making efforts that have stuck around and helped me not completely fall off the wagon. But I'm not anywhere close to being consistently, wonderfully as healthy, as peak physical form, and in good shape as I could be. Not mentally, not physically, not emotionally. But that's what you do, right? You keep on trucking until you don't. I want to maximize my lifespan, to do lots of things and experience lots of life, and I like to be in the best shape possible. So we are going to do this. We've got our baseline. I need to get my head on straight about my food. If you haven't guessed yet, I'm very worried about how I'm gonna cope with straightening out my food, because even right now all I'm thinking about is how I like to go and get some nasi lemak and fried chicken. Like, that sounds great. Not very healthy, but sounds delish. Okay, now, but I hope everybody's having a wonderful day. I hope everybody is going to have, you know, a great time getting things back on track now that we're out of this lockdown. And yeah, everybody just keep trucking, keep sharing. You know, if you want to be part of this and chat with me and stuff, subscribe, like, comment. Oh, if you comment, I'd love that, because I love reading comments and I like to reply to some of them and just kind of share and how things are going. And yeah, have a wonderful day. I will share more later. Bye-bye.